Hello guys, welcome back to my channel after a really long hiatus. I'm here in my 2014 Nissan Titan. I just got done installing the new radio. This is just a complete mess right now because I was testing wire after wire after wire after wire after wire. That's why there's all these exposed wires. I'm going to be cleaning this up once I'm done explaining this video. And I'm basically going to be explaining some things about swapping from the OEM radio, and this comes with the navigation system and the Rockford Fosgate speaker system. I have the subwoofer and the amp. Sounds amazing. All I wanted though was a larger screen because that nav was disgusting. And now I have it. The only issue I was having though was the fact that one, Crutchfield didn't send me the adapter harness to get the rear the backup camera working with this head unit. So I call their technical support up, and they basically give me the answer of, oh, there's literally no way possible to retain the backup camera on your system. Sorry about that. Yeah, there's just some vehicles like that, unless you hardwire it. But we don't have any of that information. Sorry about that. So I get off the phone, back at square one. This is the secondary plug that I assumed had all of the connections I would need for the rear backup camera. Luckily, I was right. I just did the hard work of testing every single plug and wire, including the main harness. And that's, like I said, that's why it's so messy. Still trying to route everything and get everything looking all nice. Got the steering wheel control retained, so that's awesome. These are just wires that I didn't use from that. You can see the wires that I did use. Hopefully you could see the wires that I did use. I used the 3.5mm jack. That's just going to connect straight into the radio. There was a jack already available. And then there's the 12-volt power that goes to constant. And then, or accessory, sorry. I think that goes to accessory at least. Let's see. Yes, it goes to accessory. Accessory power, and then the black, which is just a ground. And then there's a gray blue and a gray red wire. These two wires right here. And these have to be spliced into, I think it was, one of them was pin 6 of the main harness, and then the other one is pin 16 of the main harness. And so I just used these easy splice T-splices. Those are amazing. I actually just had to route the reverse wire. I had mistakenly saw this green with white stripe wire, which is exactly the same as the reverse wire, thinking that this would be okay because it's close. And I was like, oh, well, the radio had to have had some type of reverse input. I don't know which one was the reverse input, but for some reason this is a constant 12 volt as soon as you turn it on. It's almost like ignition power. As soon as you put the key in the ignition, turn it to the on position, this is constant, like 14 volts. You know, I was like, oh my goodness. So my reverse camera would stay on the entire time. Long story short, if you're going to be doing this, you're going to need this adapter harness, the NIS 32SWC-6 volt. It says Nissan with 4.3 display radio 2010 and up. This just converts a 12 volt input into a 6 volt output. And that's what this is right here. Well, not only is that the 6 volt or 12 volt to 6 volt converter, but it also includes the ASWC1 harness. And then this is the AWSC1 or whatever. This is the steering wheel control maintainer, and then it comes with a different harness. I will show you once I find it. I might have actually just thrown it. Yeah, I think I just threw it away somewhere because I cut it out of the... I already had this one already wired in, and I overnighted the other piece. So I just cut this part of the harness out because I had already had this wired up. I didn't want to rewire a second thing. And then I just used the this out of the kit. This goes to a yellow wire and a black wire. Let me see if I can find them right here. It goes to a yellow and a black. And so that is the rear camera input that goes to the radio. And then the other wire that you'll need to wire up is the camera power. And that's what this red wire is. So, back to that plug that I had. So looking at this plug, I literally could not find anything anywhere about Nissan Titans and what the pinout is. So I'm going to tell you exactly which ones you're going to need for this install. Alright, so I wish I could get a better, let me see. Okay. Alright, so you see these wires right here? So this is the top of the plug, and that's got, you know, the snap connector and everything. We're going to be looking at it from the back with the top, or the snap connector on top. So the wires that you are going to be using are these, which ones? And then the white one. Are these three in the middle, right? So you're going to use this red right here. That red is your camera input, or like this is like your signal wire. The black next to it is going to be the shielding wire, aka the, just when you, if you're connecting it to an RCA, just know that the red goes to the main, like the main wire, the main power wire, and the black is just going to go to the, either the shielding around the RCA or just the black that comes with the already split RCA for you. And so that's going to be, yeah, the two main ones that are going to bring you the image. And then from there, these two right next to it, like I said, I think it's pins, what was that? It's one from the left, so 20. Yeah, just no. It's those ones. All four of these to the bottom right. These two are the power, like signal and shield for the camera, and then these two are power and like negative for the camera. And so as you could see, I just cut it out, and I have the white wire going to my 6-volt power that then goes to the adapter that brings in 12 volt, changes to 6 volt. Sorry, brings in 12 volt, changes to 6 volt. And then that 6 volt powers the camera. And then from there, like, those are the only things you should need to know that you literally cannot find anywhere. Is just those four at the bottom right of this connector. The red and black are signal and shield. White and black are power and, you know, ground. So, if you don't believe me, I'm going to show you the proof. Alright. So I turn it on. Boss radio. It's only max this because the climate control isn't hooked up, so it doesn't know what the heck to do. So yeah, there we go. Got the Boss Elite. Yes, we agree. I actually installed this switch. This is my like grounding switch for like in order to bypass the like settings. Sorry about that. I guess it was relearning itself for a second. But we can go home. Sorry, home. Settings. And you go to camera. Rear power is on. That's great. I don't like the parking assist guide on this, so I'm going to leave that off. And then the moment of truth. Just boom, boom. Put it in reverse. Look at that. And I got reverse. The problem with using this other wire before was because it stayed constantly on, so did the camera. So it didn't do this once I put it back into park. It didn't do that. Now it does. Make sure that you trace that wire down to that green white wire. There's like a 1/4 inch exposed. I just cut back some of the like electrical tape that was meant to keep it nice. I didn't cut back all of it, obviously. I just cut back a little bit of it. Enough to put another one of those T-splices in, and then spliced it, ran it, zip-tied it at the bottom of the glove box or glove compartment to where it's not going to be in the way of the hinges. But yeah, so hopefully that helps out you guys when you're trying to do the same thing with your 2014 Nissan Titan. Nobody else has videos on this, so hopefully this helps. If you have any questions or concerns, just comment on the video and I'll try my best to respond. Thank you.